starts in 8 minutes. Yum, yum. It's time for it. Show starts in 5 minutes.
We're happy to have you with us this evening and want you to enjoy.
Good morning. Good morning, one person. Good morning, two people. Nice to have you with me
Visit our concession where
on
you'll
this
find
Wednesday
something to
morning.
please you. There are ice-cold drinks, delicious sandwiches, ice cream, coffee and snacks, and many other pleasing treats. Our foods are fresh and tasty, our drinks satisfying and refreshing. They're so good.
You get more out of life when you go out to a movie. Show starts in 4 minutes.
Our snack bar and treat yourself to some delicious Castleberry's pit-cooked barbecue sandwiches. Cook the Castleberry way slowly over open pits of glowing charcoal, then season with a sauce that's zesty yet delightfully mild to please the entire family. Also at the snack bar you'll find popcorn and soft drinks and candy and French fries to go with your Castleberry's barbecue sandwiches. There's plenty of time before the movie starts, so visit our snack bar right now for Castleberry's pit-cooked barbecue sandwiches.
Still plenty of time to come and be served at the refreshment center before showtime.
Good morning, Lake's household. Good morning, Christian D'Souza. Good morning, Carrie Wright. Good morning, 5 people. Nice to have you all with me on a lovely Wednesday morning. Good morning, Carrie Wright, who says hi, Easel. I've been thinking about this little part of the show really could be a podcast sort of portion where we're just sort of waiting for everybody.
Show starts in 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Your attention, please. All new Hotshot electric in-car heaters have been installed for your comfort and convenience. Just insert heater through car window and turn on the switch. When leaving, please turn switch off and replace on speaker post. Warning, high voltage. For your own safety, do not attempt to repair or remove wires. Do not attempt to open heater unit. If you need assistance, please notify the theater box office or concession manager.
Good morning, Mickle Yance. Glad to have you with me. Good morning, everyone. If it's still morning where you are.
Show starts in 1 minute.
Please remember to replace the speaker on the post when you leave the theater.
Good morning, Chris Julius and Julius household, if you're also watching. Daniel Links. Emily says those dots are her favorite part of the movie cartoon. Yeah.
And now, on with the show.
Yeah. Ding 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 da ching ching ga ching 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 da ching ching ga ching 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 da ding ding ga ching 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 ching. Look out. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Paint by Monster with me, your host, Easel Monster. Welcome, everybody who's here. That's 5 of you who are here in the room. I am so happy to be here with you again, having a great time every single Monday through Saturday at 11 o'clock, going live here with you. Well, welcome aboard. Here we are. Broadcasting at 92.6 kilohertz. You're watching Paint by Monster welcome to, I'm so glad you're here with me this morning. By the way, I want to play you, let's go over here for a second. Boys and girls, I want to play you some music from a friend of mine. This is, hang on here just a second. This is music from the Brownfields. Today, we're going to have music from the Brownfields while I make a little picture of, let's get the music on, hang on. Oh, that's really loud. Thank you, Stagehand. Yeah, all right, that's livable for a minute. Hey, thank you, Stagehand, thank you very much. Listen, today, I have an idea in mind of a drawing that I want to do today. It is time to plant things here in my neck of the woods. It's time to do some gardening. So today, I would like to do a little picture of a garden, but a specific kind of garden. Today, I'm going to do a little painting of a Zen garden, and, we'll get to that. Also, I want to talk to you today about worms, I think, for a little while, and I want to talk to you about planting things in the garden, and I want to say thank you to everybody who put a picture of what they are working on as an attachment to the post of this movie on the reruns. That was so cool yesterday. Mickle Yance, thank you, Mickle Yance. Thank you to Eve Cunning. Thank you, Carrie Wright Silk. Thank you, everyone, if I'm missing your name, sorry about that, who posted a picture of what they are working on. It's an idea that I think artists love. They know, but they don't talk about it very often. When you're making something, and there's a big maker community that's showing up to watch Paint by Monster, if you're doing something that takes you a while, when you get back to that same spot, you remember what you were watching the last time. Yeah. And a lot of art is like that. So I'm thinking about that kind of stuff because there's a maker community showing up to watch Paint by Monster, and it's really, really cool. Also, we'll have a visit with Penny today, my giant cat, and well, here we are. Welcome to Paint by Monster, broadcasting at 92.6 kilohertz. We might also read a story today. We'll see. I don't know. Chris Julia says he's watching from work. I'm glad you are. Welcome. Glad you're with me. This is some music of the Brownfields. And, Stagehand, thank you. Could you turn that down a little bit more? This is the Brownfields. We're currently listening to the song Going. But today, I thought maybe we'd take a look at Zen gardening, or an idea of Zen garden. So I have a piece of paper here. And I sort of thought what might be nice is, oh, Christy D'Souza says she's been sick. Gosh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope you're well soon. Get well soon, Christy. Get well soon. All right. Let's get in here and do this kapow like that. All right. Maybe, yeah, thank you. Yeah, that's good. All right. So I have an idea about something will be here. What's this look like? Nah, that's Stagehand. Get your head off there. Thank you. Yeah, that's good right there. Something small, like this, and like this. Maybe a big something here. There's a couple of little somethings here. Some ground that comes here like this. Yeah, all right. And this is gonna go back here, like that. And this will have a something here. This will have a something here. Yeah, maybe there's this. Oh, I'll move that down a little bit so you can see it. There we go. Hello, 7 people. Nice to have you with me this morning. Patterns in things boys and girls, when you're making, you're looking for patterns, I think. When it's pattern, it's either there. Can you have pattern that's there unintentionally? What do you think about that? I don't think that's possible. Good morning, Art Grunberger, who is here with us this morning. Good morning, all. So happy all of you are here. I'm drawing a little Zen garden today. All of this will be greens back in here, I think. Right? And this right here. I like the idea of this being a little robot that makes the lines. ZenBot. So we'll have to make some lines in here through all this. Like I said, it's gardening season here where I live. And that means planting soon. Chewing up the earth. And putting in some, I'm going to put vegetables in. We'll do that, like this. We'll fix this in the inking and painting stage. I just want to get a feel for the landscape here. He's done some of this already. I like an idea of garden bot. We're listening to the Brownfields. This is a piece called All Skate. Hey, send me a picture of what you are making today. Good morning. Mark Brownfield is in the room, ladies and gentlemen. We are listening to the music of the Brownfields right now. This is a piece called All Skate. Let's talk about the Brownfield for a second. Just a second. You can find this at thebrownfields.weebly.com. The Brownfields are incorporeal beings who make melancholy modern mood music. That's right. So, today, while we draw this little Zen garden, we are going to be listening to the music of the Brownfields. Welcome to My Monster, everybody. It's May 6th. I think maybe let's get into let's put some watercolor down on this maybe already. I'm ready to see some color. How you doing, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to Paint by Monster. If you're just joining us, I'm drawing a Zen garden and listening to the music of the Brownfields. Boys and girls, when you make things, you have an idea of where you are in the piece when you get back to that area. Like I remember I was listening to this the last time I was here. I do that all the time. All right, I'm gonna lay some green down on this. I'm using a travel package of watercolor. By the way, yesterday evening, I had a really good time doing the Dead Skeleton show. I had a really fun time visiting with him. And we talked about worms and we talked about gardening. I've been asked what's my favorite vegetable. Tomato is my favorite vegetable. If you comment it's a fruit. Uh-oh. Good morning, everyone. Mark Brownfields says tomato is an oops. I'm not sure what that means. Oh, he was referring to it being a vegetable instead of a fruit. Like I said. It's a vegetable, boys and girls. It's a vegetable. Yeah, all right. Yeah, okay. Not bad. Well, now this back here all has to be green too. But this could have a little darker green going on. Yeah, all right. I'm drawing the Zen garden really quickly. That's all the green I think I'm going to have on this. Yeah. Yesterday, a lot of people left images of what they were working on. Please leave me images of what you are working on as an attachment to this movie, this video, this visit. Shut up. Boys and girls, I have forgotten to bring paper towel with me to this watercoloring experience, and I don't want green in my brush any longer. There we go. Now, I'm going to try to get some gray. Yeah, all right. Let's get some gray in here. Now, if I were really careful, I would go very, very carefully directionally around all of these pieces, but we're only here for 40 minutes, so there's not time to be all that careful about it. Hope you're doing okay today. Christy D'Souza, I'm going to be thinking about you all day today and hoping that you're well. Soon. Yeah. Yeah, all right. This is starting to come somewhere. I can see how this is going to come together and be something. It's sort of serious music. I know it's ambient, but it's sort of serious. Makes me feel serious and thoughtful. All right. Yesterday evening, like I said, I did the Dead Skeleton show, and we talked about gardening and we talked about worms. I'm going to knock this back because I want to talk to you a little bit about worms this morning. Laura D'Souza says, my current project is an attention-seeking little cat bent on destruction of my studio. Isn't that how they are? I adore cats and dogs too, but yeah. Well, I get what you're dealing with. I get it. All right. Okay. And while doing the Dead Skeleton show, he wanted me to talk about worms. And I thought, well, you know, here I am talking to this guy's audience about worms, and I haven't even talked to all of you about worms. I keep worms in my basement at the Paint by Monster Studios for gardening purposes. Believe it or not. So there's a ping here and a little pings here. Yeah, all right. Yeah, okay. Some of this. And he's getting to all of that. That's what's going on there. Okay. So, yeah, all right. I need a darker sort of a rock here. Welcome to Paint by Monster, everyone. Putting some ideas of trees in here. Some days on Paint by Monster I feel like talking. Some days I just sort of get lost in the art and don't feel much like talking. Thank you for joining me and having some company time with me. We're listening to the beautiful, beautiful ambient music of the Brownfields this morning. Yeah, it's coming along. All right. I like this little thing down the... He's probably rusty at this point. I like, maybe this is a ZenBot down here. Yeah, all right. It only comes in red. Yeah, that's not too bad. That's kind of fun. Little robot making lines in the dirt. Thanks for visiting with me this morning on Paint by Monster. I'm painting a Zen garden this morning and a little robot. Good morning, 12 people. Nice to have you with me. Welcome to Paint by Monster. This morning, I think this rock back here could use some more dark right in this area here. Oh, that's a little dark, isn't it? That's all right. Get in there, make some drama happen. Yeah, all right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Paint by Monster. Glad you're with me. Very glad you are with me. Yeah, all right. Good morning, everyone who is with me. I am painting a little Zen garden here. Thinking about the shapes and the rhythms. This robot's whole job in life is to make little lines in the gravels. Let's put some lines in behind this robot. How are you doing today? What are you drinking today? I'll have whatever you're having. For me, that's still coffee. I thought maybe today here in just a second I would read you a book that is about gardening. I have some younger Paint by Monster fans who would like to hear a book about gardening. There's going to have to be some lines around everything, which is going to take longer than our visit today, boys and girls, but that's okay. I'll keep working and come back to it. I think maybe these little 2-day pieces of art, it's not bad. Not bad. All right. Let's leave this be for a moment, and boys and girls, I'm going to turn this music back just a bit. It can go into Mark Brownfields says, get your Zen on. That's the sound of one hand clapping that comment right there. All right, boys and girls. The garden. Frog was in his garden, and Toad came walking by. "What a fine garden you have, Frog," he said. "Yes," said Frog, "it is very nice, but it was hard work." "I wish I had a garden," said Toad. "Here are some flower seeds. Plant them in the ground," said Frog, "and soon you will have a garden." "How soon?" asked Toad. "Quite soon," said Frog. Toad ran home. He planted the flower seeds. "Now, seeds," said Toad, "start growing." Toad walked up and down a few times. The seeds did not start to grow. Toad put his head to the ground, close to the ground. He said loudly, "Now, seeds, start growing." Toad looked at the ground again. The seeds did not start to grow. Toad put his head very close to the ground and shouted, "Now, seeds, start growing." Frog came running up the path. "What is all this noise?" he asked. "My seeds will not grow," said Toad. "But you are shouting too much," said Frog. "These poor seeds are afraid to grow." "My seeds are afraid to grow," said Toad. "Of course," said Frog. "Leave them alone for a few days. Let the sun shine on them. Let the rain fall on them. And soon, your seeds will start to grow." That night, Toad looked out his window. "Drat," said Toad, "my seeds have not started to grow. They must be afraid of the dark." Toad went out to his garden with some candles. "I will read these seeds a story," said Toad. "Then they will not be afraid." Toad read a long story to his seeds. All the next day, Toad sang songs to his seeds. And all the next day, Toad read poems to his seeds. And all the next day, Toad played music for his seeds. I bet that music sounded like this, too. Then Toad looked at the ground. The seeds still did not start to grow. "What shall I do?" cried Toad. "These must be the most frightened seeds in the world." Then Toad felt very tired and he fell asleep. "Toad, Toad, wake up," said Frog. "Look at your garden." Toad looked at his garden. Little green plants were coming up out of the ground. "At last," shouted Toad, "my seeds have stopped being afraid. They've started to grow." "And now you will have a nice garden too," said Frog. "Yes," said Toad. "But you were right, Frog. It was very hard work." The Garden. In the book Frog and Toad Together by Arnold Lobo. Boys and girls, one of my very favorites, a gardening book, and a great lesson. And the lesson is this. Boys and girls, you can be so wrong about you can be harmlessly wrong about all kinds of things, boys and girls, but you're still wrong. This is a Zen garden. We've been listening to the music of the Brownfields. We've been together now for about a half an hour, and boys and girls, today, that sort of feels like enough time to me. because I just didn't really bring enough stuff to talk about today. Go to brownfields.weebly.com to listen to the music of the Brownfields. Hang on. Let me hang on. Yeah, the brownfields.weebly.com. That's right. Boys and girls, I'm going to keep working on this Zen garden here for just a bit, but for today, this is our visit, half an hour. And I'm going to say farewell and see you tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock. See what this thing looks like then. Hope you're doing well. All of you, hey, please take a picture of what you're working on. Christy D'Souza, get well soon, by the way. Take a picture of what you're working on. Post it to this video when I share this, please. Thanks, all of you. Go mumble some love at somebody. Just whisper it right in their ear and then bite them really gently on the neck. Say, I love you. See you next time. Here's a closing song.
Also, share the video and tell your friends. And in the meantime, you know what to go do with yourself.
Sing, everybody. Go make some art. Make a drawing or a painting. Go make something entertaining. Make some art. Go make some art. Go get your pencils, paints, and paper, plaster, chisels, markers, scrapers, rulers, canvas, brushes, hammers, nails, and tape, guitars and super glue. Get glue and macaroni, cameras, frames, and fried bologna. Go get anything you need for making art. That knowing, feeling deep inside that you can do it isn't lying to you. Get up off your butt and make some art. Bum, bum.
Paint by Master is made by one master sitting in a tiny upstairs bedroom studio smack downtown in Muncie, Indiana. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Go make some art and...
I'll see you next time. Right, Penny? Ugh. Yeah, one of these days, I'm going to get him to do all of that poetry and that music that he's memorized, but he refuses. See you next time.